Well, welcome back. We have Lori Horton, our magical baking chef, in studio with us this morning.
Good morning.
I love pistachios, and when I found out we
Same.
were making pistachio cookies, oh my goodness.
I know. I think pistachio is a very underrated sort of flavor combination. So what we've got this morning is a pudding cookie, which is something that I love, something my mom used to make all the time. Really simple, easy to make, not a lot of ingredients, but you can change it up. So we're going to do pistachio this morning, but you could do these. I've got some that I did with butterscotch pudding instead, or coconut or banana.
I also like butterscotch.
You can't go wrong. And a really good one is even just vanilla pudding and add some chocolate chips or whatever you like. So this is another like really versatile, a lot of options kind of a recipe.
Okay.
But not a lot of funky ingredients or equipment involved. The only thing I had problems finding, believe it or not, was whole pistachios. I had to do a little looking for that. So we're going to start with our dry ingredients, which is kind of something we usually do. And I've got plain old all-purpose flour, and this is like 1 2/3 cups.
Okay.
And then we are going to add a box of pudding. And so this is where our flexibility comes in. Normal size, small box.
So the small one, not the large one.
Not the large one. It's
Okay.
usually like a 3 to 3.4 ounce size box.
Exactly, 3.4.
And we're just going to dump that in with our flour. And then I've already measured out my baking soda and my salt. So we're going to add that as well. And of course, the recipe is going to be on the website later. So don't worry, I'm not getting real involved in the amounts, but you can go back and find that. And I'm just going to really lightly whisk this together because we want to make sure that that little bit of baking soda and that little bit of salt really gets incorporated in there and doesn't kind of end up all in one spot.
Do you recommend whisking instead of just a spoon for your dry ingredients usually?
You know, I do, or at least a fork, something that kind of comes through the ingredients. Yeah, with the dry ingredients, I think it just makes it come together a little bit easier, and you make sure that everything's not kind of all mixed together in one spot. So we're just going to set that aside, and then we are going to get to the ingredients that we have to make a little noise for.
Okay.
So we are going to start out with some unsalted butter, really easy. We're going to add to that our sugar and our brown sugar, and we're going to cream that until...
Any reason why you're using unsalted over... Do you usually bake with unsalted?
Well, it depends on the recipe. We added a little bit of salt to this, so we don't need more salt in the butter.
Right.
If it was the other way around, then we might add the salted butter.
Okay.
So it kind of depends. So we add those two things, and then we're going to cream those until they're really light and fluffy, and then we're going to come back, we're going to add that egg and the vanilla to it. And I got really fancy this morning and pulled out my wireless mixer.
Ooh,
no cords involved.
No cords.
So as soon as we do this, we're going to come back and we're going to incorporate these two things, and we're going to start actually making some dough.
Okay, so as we go to break, we'll let her get loud, and we will be back on the KMRE Morning News on Fox 14 with Lori as we finish our pistachio pudding cookies.